Not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Stroud. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive, and of course, runs that far as drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Fields. And he fends him off. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost him 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is caught by Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Fields. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Wilson going to change things up here. A handoff for Warren. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Wilson to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go, 1st and goal. And we've got a timeout. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Fields. Caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here. Final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
All eyes on Fields. Rolling to his right. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Escapes the defender. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.